Hi, I'm Robert Tyler with Advocates for Faith and Freedom. I am here again with Mariah Gondiro, one of our star lawyers, and I want to talk to you briefly about a case. It's called Unify Santa Clara County versus Santa Clara County. This is a case that is related to the COVID-19 lockdowns and the vaccine requirements more specifically. Once the COVID-19 vaccine came out, we were barraged with tens of thousands, and that is no joke, inquiries into individuals saying, I don't want to get this vaccine, and we have religious objections to the vaccine, in addition to many who had medical objections to the vaccine. And we were getting phone calls to such a degree that we had to get extra support just to answer phone calls. We had phones going directly to voicemail. It was a crazy, crazy time. And so one of those folks that contacted us was a gentleman who was a nurse that worked at Santa Clara County, and he was representing a large group of individuals. And so I won't put his name out there because he hasn't authorized me to just put his name out there, but he's one of the plaintiffs in this case. And what happened was we filed this lawsuit on his behalf, and the lawsuit was challenging this vaccine requirement. And the vaccine requirement was just so randomly, just quickly required and enforced. We had some great success recently on behalf of county employees against the county of Santa Clara. Mariah, why don't you share that?
So we represent 50 county employees in Santa Clara County who were put on unpaid leave because they wouldn't take the vaccine that violated their religious beliefs. We were able to gather evidence that the county did not accommodate our plaintiffs, instead left them without a job, left them without their benefits, but accommodated employees with medical exemptions. They transferred them to different departments or reassigned them. So these employees were continuing to work, continuing to make a living, while our clients were out of work. Some, quite frankly, had to move. Some had to sell their homes because they couldn't afford to live in Santa Clara County anymore.
And let's establish something really quick, that federal law and even state law in California requires that an employer give an accommodation when someone has a religious objection to some sort of employment requirement, that if it's reasonable for them to do so, I'm overstating, maybe overgeneralizing a little bit, but if it's reasonable to do so,
no undue hardship.
Yeah, they need to offer an accommodation to that individual. And so ultimately what we have here is we have a situation where they were giving medical accommodations, but not religious accommodations. So we filed a lawsuit in federal court saying that was discriminatory, and we had some great success. Tell us about that.
Yes, recently we filed for an injunction, and we got a preliminary injunction by the federal judge. She agreed with us that the procedure of giving accommodations to employees with medical exemptions, but not our clients, violated the First Amendment. It was religious discrimination. But what has now happened, and in light of that injunction, is the county has essentially now made it worse for everyone in the county. Now they're not giving accommodations to anyone. So they're making it equally more difficult for everyone in Santa Clara County to be able to work and not take this vaccine, which is just so callous.
This is in spite of the fact that just a few days back, the CDC issued regulations saying, or issued their new guidance saying there should be no difference in treatment of people who are vaccinated versus unvaccinated. And so we're continuing this lawsuit. We're going to continue to battle. Like our other two lawsuits in Santa Clara County up there in we're in Southern California. These people who are living up in Santa Clara County, they're in the belly of the beast. They are in Silicon Valley, where all of this originated, the COVID lockdowns, and quite frankly, the county has egg on its face. They started lockdowns nationwide. They're the genesis of it all. And so they're battling us, and it's a significant battle, and we are going to continue to fight back.
So where we're at with the case is we're going to be focusing on discovery. We're going to depose Sarah Cody as well as the county executive officer, Jeffrey Smith. And this case, like Calvary Chapel and Mike McClure's case, is going to be very costly. So we appreciate your guys' support. If you feel led to support us, you can go to faith-freedom.com. You can follow us on social media at Advocates for Faith, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can pray for us. You can join our newsletter. We appreciate all the support, and thank you so much for watching.